This team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Volunteers offense will go on the attack first. And the man leading the attack, George McIntyre. More than 300 yards passing and a couple of touchdowns last time out.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now. And the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They
could be an alley. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And those plays are so deflating for defenses. Up front, defensive lines, you really got to control gaps. You got to stay where you're supposed to be and make sure running backs and ball carriers can't break out, can't use their speed, kind of keep them in it.
And he's in! Touchdown, Tennessee!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bearcats offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes the junior running back. What a game he had in their last win. More than 200 yards and 4 trips to the end zone. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. At the 45 on his way. He's loose. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
And it's the game-breaking speed. You see right there, he takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason pull. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Working that left side now.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Finds his man. It's Staley. There he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football. And, guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it up?
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Gordon. Bulldozes his way through. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
And he's in for his second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Motion from the wideout. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Fung. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw.
Finding some room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Running inside. It's Hampton. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Gets the back moving. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Bearcats in a good spot here with second and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hampton. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's going to look for a man on third and short. It's complete to the right. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's see how these two guys are doing so far. They've got a first down here to open the period. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Bunch formation for these receivers. RPO complete to open the drive. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
There's some room. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
Looking for room. It's Gordon. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Bringing it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or 2. Nice job, nice success.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Fung. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Got his man on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting them the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Give him 105 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Offense gets set for second down. Rides to the back. Got a little grass. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. And the Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Bearcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Illinois taking on the number 16 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Illini setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now back to your game inside Nippert Stadium. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Volunteers will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Running back onto the field, the Bearcats head coach told me at the half, he is so frustrated with his defense right now. They've given up over 80 yards on the ground in that rushing attack. Known for their run game defense, they have got to be more stout at the line of scrimmage. The good news, they are running the ball well. The line of scrimmage has been dominant. He said, we've got to keep it going on offense and tighten things up defensively if we want to stay in this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. Oh, what a cut! And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the bill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Grover. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Out of the gun to give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Maybe a little long for a field goal, definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on fourth down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Hampton. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Fung. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
The Bearcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running the red zone. It's Hampton. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab over the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It's a one-score game lead, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Bearcats! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. And now, after being stymied for this entire 2nd half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. The run inside. It's Gordon. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. And the Vols want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the side.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
The give to the back. Turning it on. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That would be a devastating blow to their running attack if he can't shake this off. We'll check on his status as soon as we can. Back to the ground game on the left. There's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Second down coming up. Keep it on the ground. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your due.
The Volunteers will have it 1st and 10.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Here's a heat. Stands in and takes the hit. Makes a grab down the middle. Touchdown, Tennessee. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. The Vols strike back with a touchdown.
Man, quarterbacks have to do a great job in the pocket, letting routes develop, taking their time. He does, throws the ball down the field, receiver catches it, and then does the rest, takes it in to the end zone for 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Cincinnati sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. They'll go right back to it. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are...
Maybe some room here. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll go right back to the run. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. And the Bearcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. The quarterback takes a knee.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Huck.